Being Black, being from the east side of Kansas City, being a first-generation college student, I've always been having to prove myself and show my work, so to speak. Well, it wasn't easy getting on at the KC Star. I actually had been applying to freelance for some time. I began as a temp journalist on contract for 6 months. That eventually became an opportunity to work in the features department. I actually was very happily employed at the KC Star. I just got an apartment right by Operation Breakthrough. I just got a car, and I went to my first National Association of Black Journalists conference in 2018 in Detroit. And while I was there, the Times on a whim asked me to interview, and I just kept thinking, like, this can't be real life. Fast forward a year, and I am here on the Metro desk of the New York Times. And it's still so surreal. Most people, their idols are like Beyonce and Jay-Z. My idols are like great writers who have done great journalism, and I see them literally every day in the office. Walking through a place with such history and with such a resume, it's easy to shrink yourself. I have to fight against that. At times it's a meritocracy. If you want to move forward in this organization, it's important that you believe in yourself enough to know that you belong there. So many people have been just a part of my story and my upbringing. My dad worked at the Armour Foods plant. My mom, she was a finisher at Hallmark Cards. Two parents who never went to college. They had vision and just really poured that vision to their kids. Remembering Operation Breakthrough is just kind of like this collage of memories, like just my childhood. I went there from like a few months old until literally I got a car in high school. I loved the summer program. When learning how to read and African drums and all the exposure that I had to things I never would have seen otherwise. As time and life continues on, there were just these kind of moments where every day where I'd be like, wow, that traces back to OB. And it just kind of continues to reinforce just how integral the center was in me becoming who I am.
I come to Operation Breakthrough on the bus after school's over and do all sorts of activities. I like to take pictures and play the alto saxophone. I actually got my instrument from Operation Breakthrough. What makes me special is really caring for my family. I don't want to cause any problems or any stuff like that. I just want to make sure that everything is fine, because I like to worry a lot for some reason. If my parents are not doing good financially, then I'll try to keep my part up to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm a really joyful person. I actually try my best to make my peers and my family happy.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
This is my second summer working for Operation Breakthrough. I love this job and working with the kids and everything. It's just a big group of children who all have a story to tell.
We had faith that he was going to survive.
Can somebody tell me what a metaphor is? Ooh. You guys are going to be writing about something that really mattered to you. Just write down what you feel. Your poems can rhyme, but they don't have to rhyme.
I joined the poetry team in 11th grade. I ended up falling in love with it, and spoken word became my new thing. When they first asked me to do the poem about my mom on the bus tour, I was so nervous.
Welcome, everyone. Today, we're here to share the City You Never See bus tour. It was actually started about 15 years ago by one of our founders. She felt it was really important for the community to see kind of where our families live and work, and really the resilience that it takes to raise a family in poverty. Our next speaker is actually not a lot older than you are. She just finished her first year of college at Loyola in Chicago.
My name is Aisha. I've been with Operation Breakthrough since I was 4 years old. Operation Breakthrough was just a really big support system for the things that, I had to see and go through with my own family. So this is a poem that I wrote for my mom before I went to college. I want to take you back to the days when it was just the four of us in that 2-bedroom apartment, where the walls were thin enough to hear your secrets. Dear Mama, this is for the times when I was just too little to protect you. When my heart grew big enough to jump in front of his fist for you, but my body was still just too scared to take the punch. Dear Mama, this is for that one night you gave Daddy a choice to leave the 2-bedroom apartment that you paid all the bills for, and he said no. So you left instead, and when you put your hand out for me to come with you, I shook my head, and in that moment, everybody thought I chose Daddy. But my words were just too little to scream or argue that no. I just wanted home. And I always blame myself for not being your little hand to hold. But if the universe worked that way, I go back and act as the young woman I am today. Hold your head in my lap. I go back and be the friend you never had. Dear Mama, this is for all the times you wondered if you were doing it right. Mama, look at me. I graduated. I'm going to college in a few months. This is for you. This is your song. My dad was my best friend. One day I was with him like all the time, and then after that, like he was just gone. My mom is such a beautiful person on the inside and out, and I feel like I have to protect that sometimes. I'm not a parent, but I feel like a lot of times I play that role for my siblings. I found that my passion is really helping people one-on-one. I just declared a major in social work with a minor in political science. So eventually I can go into policy and use my skills there.
I started writing when I was 12 years old because I was going through a traumatic time where my brother was shot 9 times. I turned to writing to get everything off my mind instead of piling it up. The easiest thing to write about is pain, because I feel like everyone goes through it. You have to come from pain and suffering to get to where you want to be in your life. Here at Operation Breakthrough, they want us to have high expectations for ourselves. I want to keep my grades up, stay on honor roll, get scholarships to go to college. So I have to be strong. I have to be a fighter. I have to get everything done. If I don't do it, who will?
I'm the founder of Ruby Jeans Juicery, a startup juice bar here in Kansas City, Missouri. It's special for me to have the opportunity to, operate a business here at 30th and Truce and being right across the street from Operation Breakthrough. I drive past there and I see kids running in and I kind of have like a flashback, like, man, that was me, 30 some odd years ago, but that was me. My mom was a single mother of 4 kids. We lived in a tiny little 2-bedroom duplex right on Wabash. And going into preschool, we ended up at St. Vincent's, which is now known as Operation Breakthrough. I had a strong family unit, but I remember that sense of community stretching over to St. Vincent's even back then. There shouldn't be a gap between what you can afford and how much love you can receive. So I think it's very cool that Operation Breakthrough fills that void for so many kids. I consider it an immense blessing for my life to have come full circle and to open an all-healthy establishment in what has historically been a food desert and be a part of changing an area that I grew up in. Thank you for supporting the business. Ruby Jean's Juicery was created in honor of my late grandmother, Ruby Jean, who died at 61 from type 2 diabetes, primarily from living a life of eating soul food and little exercise. I decided to create a juice bar in her honor and a way of making health very attainable for all walks of life. Good morning. In 2015, I took all of the small 401k that I had built up as an insurance adjuster I took my savings and I wagered it all against my passion. And now 4 years since then, we're at 3 locations in Kansas City and 1 in Springfield, Missouri. We were approached by Whole Foods just about a year ago. Hey, we love what you guys are doing and we would like to discuss partnership. I freaked out a little bit. I was like, wait, what? We met, look at that. Sparks flew, and a year later almost, we opened inside of their Kansas City location at 51st Street. I'm passionate about the kids at Operation Breakthrough Now, telling a bold message to them that it's possible. You and I are no different. I always tell kids to just focus on finding passion. And if you find passion, you will have unlocked a very, very valuable treasure.
We need 1 cutter, 1 person for the toppings. Yep. Everybody who is handling food, you need gloves on. Today, I am manager. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm supposed to make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be at and in their position.
That's something that I plan to do in life, is to lead a lot of people, so this helps me practice on that.
Are y'all here to help?
I want to show kids that they can do the same exact thing as adults.
Can y'all follow me, please?
Because sometimes kids doubt themselves.
Follow me. Do you got a job? Follow me. Do you got a job? Follow me.
Something that makes a good leader is someone who can take critiques and let other people lead. Sometimes because as a leader, you can't all the time be bossy.
You guys ready to get started? Okay. Hello, my name is Kanisha, and I am with Resumes by Nisha. We're going to talk about documenting your career journey today. Today is our Build Your Bridge event. It's a professional development summit, and it really means a lot to me being an OB alum. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. I want Operation Breakthrough parents to feel empowered to seek out resources and not feel confined by their situations. We have different speakers out today, workshops on resumes, LinkedIn, and letting go of self-imposed limits. Parents are welcome to come in here and have access to donated clothes for job interviews. We really wanted to make the kids part of it too.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's important that we build them up.
There you go, good job.
This event, for me, connects back to my childhood at Operation Breakthrough. Operation Breakthrough was my place. It was my first community. At the time I was born, my mom just wasn't able to take care of me, so my great aunt and uncle stepped in. I'm not sure how they would have been able to take in a child unexpectedly if it weren't for Operation Breakthrough. Today, I work for a local company doing graphic design, marketing, and social media. I started Resumes by Nisha during my senior year of college. I worked with clients from New York to Los Angeles, different positions in the industry. I really just enjoy helping people believe in themselves. I really wanted to figure out a way how to give back and provide for moms and kids here. Sorry.
I feel like everybody's whole point here today was don't give up. Stick to it. What you guys did today was amazing.
Good. Thank you for making this happen.
We are at Burns and McDonald. It's like this big engineering place. I come here with Operation Breakthrough after school. Today, we're coding our robots. Yes! Coding is when you do something or trying to make something like move or talk to you. I was 7 years old when I learned how to code at Operation Breakthrough. I am working with the engineer.
We're driving forward.
She helps me and I help her. There you go.
Nice.
I get to do lots and lots of cool things here. I I have built a robot that can pick up things. Yes! We got it. I think I can work in a place like this.
I was constantly told, you're gonna end up in jail or pregnant. My mom wasn't able to take care of me because she became an alcoholic when I was young, and my dad's in prison. My mom, sometimes I can't get in contact with her. Then she'll pop up like, you can get me from the hospital. And that is really a tough feeling to deal with when you're juggling all the struggles of college and life. I was raised by my aunts. They want to help me, and it scares them when I struggle. Operation Breakthrough was the first real positive force in my life because it kept us off the streets and opened my mind and made me realize that it was a world more than just the hood. I graduated valedictorian at Cristo Rey in 2016. Now I am a chemical engineering student at the University of Kansas. I am also juggling being the president of the National Society of Black Engineers. We're NSBE, Future Engineers. It's an organization for Black engineering students so they can support each other in a world where there's not a lot of us yet. The hardest part about being an engineering student, a minority engineering student, is not to give in into the pessimistic thoughts that you don't belong here. I wasn't prepared the way my classmates are prepared. They're already coming in with college calculus courses under their belt, an experience with robotics. To know that OB has kids so young in STEM, science and math, inspires me. It gives me hope. I have faith because I'm an OB kid. We're resilient. We're people that will eventually contribute to society.
These kids, if you just give them that little push and hold them steady as they continue on, the return on investment will be amazing.